All right, guys, are you hyped about the Eurasia Animal Pack? Are you excited? Are you angry? Do you not care? Are you constipated? Maybe all four? Well, let us know down below because that's what we're going to talk about next. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. And I tell you what, this pack kind of almost started out a little contentious among the Planet Zoo crew. It was not all, everybody's wonderful, everybody's on board with this right when this all first announced. You little nerds kind of were a little vocal. Some on the for side, some on the not so for side of this. So it's kind of been interesting to see how this has played out over the last week. I would say more people are on board now than they were 5 days ago. Honestly, me from 2 years ago would have hated this. It would have been a total throwaway pack. I would have felt like I had another 3 months to wait. It would have been one of those things like I told you back when the animal pack started happening. It's like, with me being a scenery builder, it's like I had to wait 6 months to get what I wanted next. Where you guys that like the animals, only had to wait 3 since the last pack, and then now you're getting your animals. For me, it was like, I think that's why a lot of you guys were like, man, why is he so hard on these animal packs? This is awesome. Well, if you put yourself in my shoes, I'm basically going half a year without new content that I'm going to use. Like when we got those animal packs, I would typically never click on them anyway. So, okay, we got a scenery pack. Then we go 3 months and we get an animal pack that I'm not going to touch. Very little scenery, just some goofy signs and stuff. So effectively, I go another 3 months waiting to see if we get a scenery pack. So if you look at it from us builders' point of view, we're waiting half a year for new scenery when these animal packs happen. Now, nowadays, I think the animals look great. It's almost like I don't play the game enough really anymore to really get worked up over an animal pack. It's kind of like I enjoy the game through Leaf and Simply Savannah, Lighter, whenever Ruble Trillions jumps back in and plays, whenever we get a remnant drop. There are a few of you guys that I kind of just, am happy for and kind of watch the game through your eyes, but without any type of substantial new building pieces, it really it takes that to really kind of get me back into it nowadays. I'll have a wild Planet Zoo hair where I jump in and maybe build something for the weekend, or I'll jump back into Suyana, but nothing really. It's just it's just one of those games where I've kind of moved on to as far as fun goes, and even content creation now, I've almost kind of moved past Planet Zoo a little bit, or particularly with the news that 3 new creative management sim games are coming from Frontier. That's kind of taken my focus. You guys know I'm really kind of hard up to get a Planet Coaster 2, so that is where a lot of my digging and a lot of my studying and content consumption is going. Not really into Planet Zoo a whole lot anymore, but still like to drop in and hang out with you guys and drop some news and just kind of see what you guys have been into. And so yeah, like I said, 2 years ago, me wouldn't have had anything to do with this. Me now definitely sees and appreciates these new animals and how excited it's got the Planet Zoo crowd. And Lydia says it's time to explore vast landscapes, overlook high mountains, and traverse through dense forests, and of course, meet the creatures who live there. Introducing the Planet Zoo Eurasia Animal Pack will be traveling on its way to you December 13th alongside free update 1.16. Immerse yourself in the beauty of the vast environment and welcome 8 captivating creatures that have adapted to the ever-changing seasons in the midst of Eurasia. So guys, you're going to get the Wisent. It says you're going to get a peek at the remarkable Wild Boar, or you're going to have the graceful Swan preening their feathers. You will have the distinctive Sloth Bear. I know a lot of you guys are excited about. You can run into the fearless Wolverine, and you can travel to Central Asia to see the unique Saiga grazing on some shrubs. I think that's the weird, I want to say that might be the weird little Star Wars looking goat creature that you guys have been showing me. Or throughout the mountainous regions to catch a sight of the formidable Takin. And I think that is the, almost like the Eastern European, I want to say Polish type of, like a, almost like a Eastern European version of a buffalo. Looks really, really cool. Model looks great. And last but not least, observe the small yet impressive Hermann's tortoise, our exhibit animal for this pack. Celebrate the resilience of the Eurasian wilderness with these 8 species of incredible 8 species that have overcome harsh climates within the diversity of the region. And all of this looks really, really cool. Looks like you are also going to have a secret project in another Planet Zoo career scenario. A lot of you guys really, really look forward to those new scenarios popping up. And of course, if you caught the live stream, if you've not been living under a rock, we're going to have modular souvenir shops. We covered a video on that and update 1.16 last week. So definitely go and check that out. They say, as we mentioned, these shops will not only look amazing in your zoos, but are fully functioning, meaning guests will be able to visibly enter, navigate, and exit the shop, and you'll even see them interacting with displays and checkouts you've personally set up. We are so incredibly excited to see all the unique ways you create these modular souvenir shops in your zoos. And that is about all of that. We've got a new multi-select flexi-color option that will make creative building even more effortless. Flexi-color multi-select mode will allow you to automatically add similar objects to a multi-selection, which can then be used to recolor the whole section all in one go. So that is very, very awesome. You'll be able to pick up the Planet Zoo Eurasia Animal Pack for $10 as usual on December 13th. And don't forget to wish list that, and they'll give you a notification when this goes live and it is ready. You know, this is kind of one of those deals where, you know, I almost feel like this is like a world's, the animals are cool, don't get me wrong, but I almost feel like Planet Zoo is having their World's Fair moment, where if you weren't around for the Planet Coaster times, it was kind of like they threw some rides and scenery in that didn't fit any other pack, and they threw them into the World's Fair pack. And unfortunately, I almost feel like that might be what the Eurasia Animal Pack is. They kind of threw these 8 animals in because they didn't quite fit with any of the other packs that have come out. I hope this isn't an indication that the development of Planet Zoo is slowing down. I'd hope not, just because it's still doing so well. Let's just see while I have you here. Planet Zoo, Steam DB. Let's see how many people are at home from work and they're playing right now. 6:30 on a Monday. You've got 2,500 in game, like right at dinner time too. So that is definitely not that bad. You know, normally around the weekends, you'll see 4,000 or 5,000 when these DLC drops. I would expect when the Eurasia Animal Pack drops on the 13th, when I come home that evening, probably 6,000 to 7,000 will be in it. The DLCs definitely give them a pretty good bump. Seems more so when it's a scenery pack, and you know, those are a little larger than the animal packs. Those really kind of bump up the numbers really good. But you got to think, you're getting the Wolverine, you're getting the Takin, you're getting the Swan. A lot of people are excited about that. There's a lot to be excited about with this pack, especially if you're more on the animal side of things. And really, as far as development goes, I think the Planet Zoo community, I think you should still feel like you're in a good place with these packs still coming out. And it's basically, it's end of 2023. And you're still getting packs. So I think that's a good thing. How far into 2024 does this go? I don't think any of us know. I think a lot of us have have been wrong before. A lot of us didn't even think we were going to make it to winter of 2023. We thought it was going to be over. The game was wrapped up. If you ask me, kind of with a pack like this, I would, if you're wanting Dan's honest opinion, I think you're probably getting to the end just based off of my Planet Coaster experience, and when these kind of almost like derpy little packs come out, kind of like we were mentioning before, World's Fair, I don't think there's much left. I wouldn't be, but see, the bad part is too, a lot of times with Frontier, you're not going to get that closure. Maybe you'll get some closure if they decide to, if they have some kind of mod program set up that, like, when that comes, you'll know that the game is kind of nearing the end of its development cycle. But if something like that doesn't come, the development kind of just ends. So basically, okay, December, January, February, March, if we don't have a new DLC by what I'll say is maybe April, maybe end of March, it's probably over. But that's the thing, like, Frontier is not usually the one that they'll just come out and say that, yeah, the active development is ended. We hope you guys enjoy the game. We've got it to a state, we've got it as far as we're going to take it. They're not going to come out and say that. The game is just going to stop being developed, most likely. We won't see any more updates, and they'll be bugged for like a year or two like that. Well, so some people even still want Planet Coaster DLC. So this will go on for years, even when the game is done. But I don't know. It's just like the news isn't on Planet Zoo's side when it comes to the studio telling us that they're developing 3 more games and they're laying people off. So I don't think that leaves a large team. And who says you need a large team? I just don't think that leaves a substantial team to continuing developing Planet Zoo when they have to gear up and they have 3 new games on the pipeline that desperately need to hit with their core audience. I really don't I don't think Frontier doesn't have another bomb in them. Like, whatever comes out next, it has to slap. Or, there might not be a Frontier this time next year. The weird games and the bomb, hopefully, from what they said, the weird games and the trying outside of the box stuff is over. Now they're going to be focusing on what they do best, the Planet Zoos, the Planet Coasters. Hopefully they're going to try to right this ship, but they need a banger next for sure. But anyways, guys, I've rambled on long enough with you. I just wanted to let you know, get your thoughts, collect your thoughts on the Eurasia Animal Pack if you're excited. If you were not excited last week, but you've kind of come on board this week, and just kind of let us know down below. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on Planet Zoo continuing? What are your longevity thoughts? What do you think this pack means for the development of Planet Zoo? Do you think I've totally missed the mark with thinking this is your all's World Fair pack? Let me know down below, and thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.